Hi everyone, I'm Nicole with City Blossoms. I'm the Volunteer and Development Coordinator, and today I'm going to show you how to make an at-home garden using recycled materials. So we're going to make a seedling tray out of an egg carton. You can also use cardboard and a humidity dome out of an old salad container. You could also use any sort of clear plastic container that you might have in your house. So I've cleaned off both containers. I've washed out my salad container and I've cleaned out my egg carton, and I also have a pair of scissors and some soil, and let's get started. So the first step to creating your at-home seedling tray out of an egg carton is you want to measure out how big your plastic container is, because ultimately your egg carton is going inside of your plastic container. So I like to just roughly estimate or measure out how much space I'm going to need, and first cut into your egg carton. To make it the right length. So once you have about the right length, you want to go all the way through the top as well, and the top is going to turn into your bottom to make your egg carton extra secure. So now that we have the excess off, we're going to cut off the top of your egg carton, and like I said, we're going to put it on the bottom because you might notice that your egg carton is open on this side, so they fit together nicely, and now you have a whole seedling tray that you can fit into your salad container. So once your seedling tray is nice and snug, you're going to fill up all these little holes where the eggs would normally go with your soil. And so you can be as generous as you want. You can fill it up to the brim. I don't have a ton of soil, so I'm just putting what I can. And you don't need to be super particular about it. This is where you're going to be growing your seedlings. If you have somewhere to transplant them, you'll be able to put more soil in there. And the nice thing about using an egg carton that I like is that it's biodegradable if you're using a paper one. So you can actually cut out the seedling tray any way that you like and just transfer it straight into your garden if you have a garden, or a larger pot if you have access to a larger pot. So once you've evened out your soil, you don't want to pack it in too much because it'll be a little trickier for the seeds to grow, but you just want to loosely even it out. You're going to be able now to plant your seeds just like you normally would right into your seedling tray, and then you can actually use these little pieces that are sticking up to label what types of seeds you put, so you can put different types of seeds throughout the tray, or you can just fill it up with one type of seed. And the reason we're putting it into a plastic container is that so that when you're watering it, you're going to want to water it lightly. And then I recommend for the first couple of days putting a wet paper towel to keep the moisture in and really help your seeds germinate, and then closing the container, and this will act as a humidity dome and keep the moisture in. You want to make sure you're not overwatering because it could very easily start to mold. So I have an example of a seedling tray that I planted about a week ago, and we already have some seedlings starting to come up. They germinated really well in this tray. And as you can see, the paper egg carton will start to break. So this isn't necessarily a long-term seedling tray, but it gets the job done. And if you do notice that it is starting to mold, I would recommend just leaving your plastic open so it has a little bit of time to dry out. So that's it. That's a DIY recycled seedling tray and humidity dome.